Hey everybody, and welcome to the beautiful Isle of Hope near Savannah, Georgia. I'm Amy Hughes, and tonight I'm going to share with you one of my absolute favorite Philadelphia cream cheese recipes to make these delicious sugar cookies. Now I chose to make them in the shape of a Cinderella slipper because Paula Deen, after all, is one of the best Cinderella stories of them all. So come on inside the kitchen and let's get cooking. Hey everybody, I'm about to teach you how to make the best sugar cookies in the whole world. Now first we're taking our stick of Philadelphia cream cheese, 8 ounces, and 2 sticks of butter. And we're going to cream that until it is nice and fluffy. And then I'm going to put my sugar in there. There we go, that's perfectly creamy. Now we're going to slowly add in 1.5 cups of sugar. Ooh, we're looking so good and creamy there. Now we're going to put in 1 egg. Simple dimple. I always break my egg into a separate cup just in case so I don't get any shells in there. Now that our cream cheese and our butter and our sugar are beautifully creamed, we're going to add in our flavorings. I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I always go heavy on the vanilla actually. I prefer Mexican vanilla. I think it has the best taste to it and it gives everything almost a bit of a coconut nutty flavor. And then 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. Now to me that is one of the things that make these cookies so special. Alright, let's just mix that up a little bit more. So we've scraped down the sides of our bowl and it's beautiful yellow creamy. And now I'm going to put in 3.5 cups of flour. Now the best way to measure flour, of course, is to sort of chop it and level it off just right there. Now for these particular cookies, you don't have to sift your flour. I know when you're making a cake a lot of times you do. Now we're going to put in a teaspoonful of baking powder and I'm going to just whisk this together. So no need to sift this because these are super duper fast cookies to make. And we're going to put this in there slowly, adding this in. So I've divided the dough into thirds and put it on sheets of saran wrap, some cling wrap, and we're going to wrap these up into little packages and put them into the freezer for about 15 minutes. And it is going to turn into the most absolutely perfect cookie dough that you have ever seen. That will make the most gorgeous sugar cookies ever. That are so easy to work with because they're made with cream cheese and not made with just butter. That's the secret, cream cheese. That's what makes them perfect. Alright, so we've got our little flat packages of dough and I'm going to put them in the freezer for 15 minutes. So our dough has been in the freezer for about 15 minutes now and it is beautiful. So what I've done is I've taken an old apron and laid it out because I think that's a really simple, dimple way to roll out your cookies. And it makes cleanup really easy. Now the best thing about these sugar cookies is you really don't have to worry about how much flour you use. You know how some sugar cookies, if you used a lot of flour, they would be tough. But these, they just soak the flour right up. So we're going to roll out our sugar cookies to about 1/8 of an inch thick. And we keep our rolling pin very well floured. And we're going to do this so we can get about, I guess about 6 cookies out of this batch. There you go. Alright, now we've got our beautiful little Cinderella slipper because Paula Deen is playing fairy godmother with this contest for so many ladies. And this is such a dream come true for all of us. Now you don't have to worry about how much flour you use, because it's not going to hurt your cookies. And you don't even have to worry about them, how much is sticking to them, because they don't show up. So let's see how many little shoes we can get out of this. There you go. You want to space them out on your cookie sheet because you don't want them to run together. There we go. Now I'm going to roll my scraps right back up. And you just won't believe how well this combines again. You know how sometimes when you're making dough and you try and roll the scraps back up and you see the lines and all? This doesn't. This is the most perfect velvety dough. And the reason is that Philadelphia cream cheese. See that? Now you don't want to handle it too much with your hands because that's when it heats up. Lots of flour again. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Just perfect. Let's see if we can get us 2 more little slippers out of this batch. How about? Oh, just so beautiful. Oops, I'm getting a little sticky down there. Gotta use more flour. There you go. Make sure I put some right in there in that sticky part. All right, now I'm going to bake these in the oven at 375 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes until they are just perfectly done. Look at these cookies, aren't they adorable? So while the other batch is cooking, I'm going to pop these back into the freezer. And in about the time it takes those to cook, those are going to be cool enough to ice. So we've made our beautiful pink icing glaze. We are just going to drizzle it all over our little cookies here. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. We're going to try and get every edge of them. Now we're doing this on beautiful pink slipper shoes, and we're going to sprinkle beautiful pink sprinkles all over them. Pink, we'll do some pink. And some white. Look at that. That looks like the perfect Cinderella glass slipper. It's the very perfect lady slipper for the lady herself, Pauline. Ooh, these look so good. I can't wait to taste one because these are the easiest and the most delicious sugar cookies. Delicious. So here we have our beautiful Cinderella slippers in honor of our own favorite Cinderella, Paula Deen, who is also everybody's Philadelphia fairy godmother. Thank you, Paula. We appreciate all that you do for so many, for the boys of Bethesda, for all the ladies with breast cancer, for the Tompkins School with the Paula Deen School of Cooking. You truly are a woman who gives back. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy these cookies.